Hey guys, today I want to talk about fear of success. I've been working crazy hours this past week and a half, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. in the office, and this morning I stayed home at my apartment and I booked off 3 hours to do a deep dive and audit of my life, my business habits, and how I can actually improve the leverage I have day to day. And as I started going through this process, what I realized is that really it comes down to doing the same things that I'm doing with more self-discipline and better. Specifically, segmenting more of each day for the deep work, the work that's really going to push my business forward, make the boat move faster, so to speak, and not just the maintenance work, the work that's going to just keep things moving the same speed, dealing with client requests, all the urgent stuff. I realized that the key to moving forward faster is spending time on the sales, the marketing, the building of the system, the things that will pay off 3 to 6 months down the road. And honestly, this is nothing new. This is something that I've always known. And whenever I take a refresher like this, it just reminds me that I need to focus on those things a lot more. But the topic of this video is about fear of success. And what I found was that as I began really just laying out how I'm going to segment my day to do the really, really important tasks, it's funny, I got this almost uneasy feeling. I almost got this strange general anxiety bubbling up inside me around the idea of actually blocking off every morning to do the deep, meaningful work that's going to move my business forward quickly and scale the business quickly. And it was kind of a combination of anxiety and excitement. And I asked myself, why am I feeling uncomfortable about setting out this new system and new schedule and these new priorities that's going to really, really help my business? And what I boiled it down to is something that I've read a lot about, and it's a fear of success. As human beings, our brains are not wired to naturally want to be successful. If you think about it, we evolved from cavemen, and our main evolutionary force is to survive, to reproduce, to accomplish these basic things. And being successful, standing out, and really just becoming massively successful in our caveman brain is actually more dangerous than being kind of average or slightly above average. So what I think is that part of your brain actually causes you to self-sabotage your own success. And it's a subconscious mechanism that goes on, but it's so important to recognize that if that's a factor for you and just really root that out of your subconscious mind, identify it and kill that part of your subconscious mind, destroy that fear of success. And doing that will free you to do the things you really need to do to exponentially build your business faster. When I sat down today and laid out this roadmap, I asked myself, this is so simple. Why have I not done this? Why have I not had a stronger focus on this before? And why do I feel anxious when I think about this? And a lot of it's a fear of success. A human naturally doesn't want to have massive change happen in his or her life. It's a evolutionary biological fear mechanism. And when I lay out this plan, it's so obvious to me that if I follow this for the next couple of months, it will have a massively positive impact on the profitability of my business. And logically, I tell myself that sounds great, that's a great thing. But subconsciously, it scares me. And that is what's important, is that to recognize and shine a flashlight on these harmful subconscious thoughts that you're having. And all through my it's been about 2 years since I've been an entrepreneur now, and throughout the whole time it's been identifying limiting beliefs and crushing them, getting rid of them. And this is an example of a very deep lying limiting belief that manifests itself in all kinds of ways. I remember when I was first starting the business, it was clear that the key thing I should be doing is cold calling clients and getting more business. And I would invent all sorts of less important tasks to do instead of doing the cold calls, which is crazy. And again, I was probably on some level afraid of becoming successful and afraid of the change that would bring about in my life. And that's super natural. You shouldn't be upset with yourself for having that fear, but you need to identify it and root it out of your subconscious. Another manifestation of this fear of success that happened to me would be as I started to make really strong progress, I would feel excited and I would celebrate the progress by discontinuing the habits I did to get there in the first place. So let's say that I made a goal to cold call 20 businesses every morning. Let's say I did that for 2 weeks and got 2 new clients. And then I'm feeling so good, I'm feeling so happy that I just for some reason give myself permission to kind of celebrate those wins by stopping the cold calling and stopping doing that habit that got me there in the first place. And then another 2 weeks goes by and I've gotten no new clients and I've lost momentum. And then I ask myself, why would a logical person stop doing the action that brought him or her success? And again, it's that fear of success. As I started to do that action, as my business started to grow, on some level that freaks me out. And part of me, my caveman mind, wants to sabotage it, wants to stop it. It wants to go back to the way things were before you started being successful. You know, people have said to become successful, you have to kill your old self and almost be reborn as a new self. And your body, your mind, your being doesn't like killing your old self. So as you start to make that transition, it's going to try to pull you back. And it's natural, but what you have to do is just recognize that force happening and say, oh, that's what that is. That's my caveman mind. That's my natural fear of success. And then, we use our civilized minds to recognize it and turn that off and say, I'm not going to pay attention to that voice. I'm going to keep taking the steady action that got me this far. And I'm going to take further steady action that's going to, exponentially scale up my business. It's funny, I see so many digital agencies that, for 10 years have struggled and just maintained a very average level of profitability, and they never change their habits, they never change their processes. So, maybe that's what's happening to them. But to wrap this video up, guys, I just wanted to share this interesting phenomenon that really came to light today as I did this planning session. And I encourage you guys to audit your life and really ask yourself, I would challenge you that the actions you need to take to accomplish your goal are pretty simple or pretty obvious, and there's just some reason you're not doing it. And I think part of that reason is your natural fear of being massively successful. So really think about that and work on conquering that fear. And I hope that helps you guys progress towards your goals a little faster. If you like this type of content, please like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, see you later.